Have you ever imagined waking up one morning and find yourself transformed into a big insect? An absurd premise, isn't it? Greetings, address me as Haniifatun. I'm the student of Universitas Negeri Surabaya, and today I stand before you not merely to summarize a book, but to share a journey of how a masterpiece titled The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka fundamentally shifted my perspective about what it means to be a human being. We often value result more than process and function more than person. However, Gregor Samsa, the main character in this book, his stories are very connected in our daily lives. He woke up one morning and found himself transformed into a big insect. At first, I read this book as a purely absurd work of fiction. As time passed, I realized that the metamorphosis is more than just a fictional story about insects. This is a sharp mirror reflecting the harsh reality of the human condition in this modern era. This book has fundamentally shifted my paradigm about what it means to be human. Before I delved into Kafka's book, I grew up in the world that glorified productivity. We often thought that a person's growth was directly proportional to what they could contribute. A good test scores, a successful career, or our role as the family's financial provider. This was Gregor Samsa's experience. Before his transformation, he was his family's breadwinner, a salesman willing to sacrifice his own happiness to pay off his parents' debts. As long as he was useful, he was accepted. This is how Kafka showed the dark side of our social structure. When Gregor lost his ability to work, when he lost his usefulness, he lost his right to be considered as a human being. And it is very relatable in our society when people often judge by only what we can offer, not who we truly are. And we will be worthless when we no longer have a value even to the closest person in our life. This is where my perspective got shattered. Gregor Samsa is not just a fictional character. He is a reflection of million workers in this world. According to my research, World Health Organization data showed that workplace stress levels are rising rapidly globally. We live in an era of hustle culture where if we stop moving for even a moment, we feel like useless. Well, happy audience, through this book, I stopped viewing success as the measure of person's worth. I began to realize that every individual has intrinsic worth, a value given to them simply because they exist, not because of what they could contribute. And this book has a strong warning to us all that the greatest moral test in society is not how we treat those who are powerful and useful, but how we continue to humanize who no longer have anything to offer. Let's humanize humans. That's all I can share. Forgive me for all of my mistakes and thank you.